I'm Matt Anderson, a curator with the Minnesota Historical Society. The year 2008 marks the 75th anniversary of the Civilian Conservation Corps, one of the best known and most popular of Franklin Roosevelt's New Deal programs. The Minnesota Historical Society's collection includes several items associated with Civilian Conservation Corps efforts in the state. Some speak to the general work and conditions of the CCC experience, while others offer more personal insight into the lives of the young men who used them. The CCC was established on March 31, 1933, to provide work for young men in forestry and flood prevention projects. The Corps was open to men between the ages of 18 to 25. Enrollees enlisted for 6-month terms, earned $30 a month, and were required to send $25 back home to their families. Though the CCC operated camps in every one of the 48 states, it was particularly active here in Minnesota. Over the life of the program, 156 different project camps operated in the state, and some 84,000 young Minnesotans took part in planting 124 million trees, constructing 4,000 miles of new roads, building 3,300 miles of fire breaks, and stringing 1,635 miles of telephone line through Minnesota forests. Some CCC clothes were, in fact, military surplus uniforms left over from the First World War. Richard Lloyd wore this uniform while working with Company 712 at Camp Gunflint near Grand Marais. In true military fashion, the insignia on the sleeves indicate his rank. Sometimes form followed function, as is the case with this blue denim pullover shirt. The shirt is stenciled for Ccc Camp 2706, which operated near Sandstone in Pine County. CCC work was demanding. Enrollees left their beds at 6 o'clock each morning. After a round of exercises, they reported for duty by 7:45. The men spent much of their time in forestry projects. They cleared brush to prevent forest fires, planted trees to reduce soil erosion, and built cabins, picnic shelters, and other structures in state forests. Hand tools and physical labor were the rule. This cant hook was used to lift, turn, or pry logs. With a metal hook secured into the log, the handle served as a lever with which to coax the felled tree into position. This timber grappler is equipped with metal hooks that could dig into a log. One man stood on each side of the log holding one end of the grappler. With enough grapplers and enough hands, even the largest logs could be moved. This brush hook was used to cut brush, briar, and undergrowth. The metal blade would have been sharpened on both edges, allowing brush to be cut with swinging motions. All three tools are stamped with the initials CCC, offering clear evidence of their heritage. The work could be hazardous. Enrollees were careful and under regular supervision, but the risk of an accident with fire, falling trees, or sharp tools was constant. This sign suggests a less obvious danger, particularly to those working in the deep woods during deer season. Food at CCC camps was plentiful and filling, if not particularly exotic. This menu book offers a glimpse at camp fare. Breakfast items include scrambled eggs, donuts, and stewed apricots. Lunches feature roast beef, chicken fried steak, and boiled ham hocks. And suppers consist of fried salami and bacon, beef and vegetable stew, and baked macaroni and cheese. I want to close with my favorite piece in our CCC collection. John Boskowiak used this trunk to house his personal belongings during his 2 terms with the CCC. His first tour was with Company 2709 at Plainview, and the second with Company 713 at Lake City. Boskowiak decorated the inside of the trunk's lid with personal mementos, including a CCC pennant, pictures taken with fellow enrollees, and an 8x10 photo of Deanna Durbin, his favorite actress. I'm fond of the trunk simply because it is so personal. The keepsakes inside capture a special moment in a young man's life as he matures from adolescence to adulthood in the most trying of times.